Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Naveed Sultan, and today I will present on my research topic a channel and spatial attention feature extraction method for remote sensing image super resolution. Okay, first of all, we talk about the introduction. What is actually image super resolution? Before going to image super resolution, I will explain about what is super resolution. Only resolution. Resolution is the number of pixels on a screen in a vertical and horizontal way. And super resolution is meant to increase the number of pixels from a low resolution image. And image super resolution definitely to apply a high resolution technique on a low resolution image to upscale. As we can see in the picture, first picture we have 10 cross 10 pixels, second 20 cross 20 pixels, and same as 50 and 100. As we are going to increase the pixel, we can see the picture is more clear and super resolved. So the next is why remote sensing image super resolution? Because remote sensing super resolutions are used in agriculture, in geography, urban development, landscape analysis, and disaster response during flood and landsliding. Actually, remote sensing image super resolutions give us important insights for monitoring crops, pests, and disease for the agriculture, and for climate change impacts, for survey, cartography, and also identifying the military targets. Because the images are taken from the satellite and the images are in low resolution, so we need to upscale this image in order to achieve this importance. So this is the basic example. We have low resolution image and super resolution model, SR model, and we super resolute this image 128 cross 128 pixels to the 256 cross 256. So the problem statement is, we have a picture first. As we can see in the picture, we have airport, runway, grass, and ship, and the aeroplane as well. So for this picture, the important insights are aeroplane, ship, and these two figures, and also the runway, because we have nothing to do with the grass and the sea. So these are the not required information for our work. So the contextual information is challenging, like focusing on these information. This is the contextual information, like plane and the ship or the runway is a contextual information. So the models before working on that was not quite well to super resolute that part and focus on that part. So that is a challenging. And poor feature extraction. Feature extraction means when we have a low resolution image and we need to extract the features from the image, like this is the whole picture and we need to extract the features from this one, and this one. That was the poor in the previous models. Then transformer, there is a latest technique after convolutional neural network in the deep learning, the transformers, and the feed forward network in the transformer was also a problem. And the number of parameters were 37 millions. That is consume a lot of time. That is also mentioned in the time complexity. That's all about the computational cost of the model. And our machines are not really good enough to compute a lot of time for these super resolution models and comparison with the state-of-the-art models. So for that, we propose a method that is called channel and spatial attention feature extraction. So first of all, we have low resolution image, and this image computer cannot understand that this is an image. So we need to convert image to an array, that is called in 0, 1 or binary form, or to the array form, so that computer can understand this language. So for that purpose, we need to convert the image to an array, and then we have feature extraction module. So in this feature extraction module, we use channel and spatial attention. Actually, channel and spatial attention is like they focus where inside the image, which part of the image is important. Like in this case, we will see that we will ask that aeroplane is important. All this background, we have nothing to do with the background. So we need to focus on that one. Then these are the transformer parts. Transformer is the latest technique in the computer vision and in the image processing. So transformer do not accept the array with a higher number of channels. So we just convert that array into a low number of channels, and then embed with the encoder and diffuse with the decoder. And on the last, we we just got the super resolution image. And there is an upsampling layer, pixel shuffle. That is upsampling mean from the like it arranged the pixels from the image from low resolution to high resolution and then encode it with the transformer encoder and decoder. So these are the contributions for the work. Channel and spatial detection, this part, and encoder and decoder. Inside the encoder and decoder, feed forward network. Instead of the feed forward network, there was a problem before models. We use spatial gated feed forward network, and 3 scale factors to upscale the image on the scale factor of 2, scale factor of 3, and 4. That is a challenging task. As we go for the higher number of scales, that's quite challenging. So we did it until scale 4. So this is the transformer part. That is an encoder and decoder. As I mentioned, this part encoder and decoder. So the structure of the encoder and decoder is same. So transformer do not accept the 3D or 2D arrays. So convert it to 1D tokens or array, and then the image, whole image is divided into small patches, because if computer system take the whole image, it will not, it will take a lot of time, or it will be complex for the system. So convert the image into smaller patches and feed it to the network, and then giving the numberings to each patch so that it can, when it reconstruct back, it can be on the same position. And this is a linear projection, and then sent to the transformer encoders. And this is a mathematical form of like dividing an image into a patches, patch height, patch width, and the number of patches from 1 to n. In this case is 0 to 9. These are the experimental settings. This is the data use. You see Musk dataset from the University of Musk, California, that I used, and this dataset consists of 21 images and 100 images from each class, and size is 256 cross 256. And this is the results in sense of PSNR, peak signal to noise ratio, and SSIM is structure similarity index in sense of texture, contrast, and color. As we can see that our model achieve a good PSNR and SSIM as well. And these are the qualitative results. If we can see, we measure this whole with the other models, previous model, and in the last we can see that our model is getting a better output result in visualization from the other models, and same in this case, as we can see this yellow line. And the conclusion is feature extraction, like we get the rich texture, edge, contrast, and hierarchical features, like it construct a good super resolution image, and also on the scale factor of 2, 3, and 4, and we can see from the quantitative and qualitative results our model perform well. So that's all about my presentation. Thank you.